Welcome to Law Firm Marketing Mastery. I'm Christopher Small. Law Firm Marketing Mastery brings together the best coaches in the industry to teach you how to crush it with your law firm. Imagine having a bunch of experienced mentors teaching you their expertise, packing decades of research, testing, and tough lessons into a concise curriculum. I've created one of the premier law firm coaching programs available anywhere, and it's free. This is a show that I wish I had a decade ago. Now, this show is about you, and I'm here to help you start and build your best law firm. So make sure to stay up to date with everything going on here, as well as getting some killer free stuff by signing up for the newsletter at lawfirmmarketingmastery.com. If you're new to the show but want to know more about what I teach here at Law Firm Marketing Mastery, check out the Getting Started page at lawfirmmarketingmastery.com/start-here. That's where I've got the fundamentals of starting and building a successful law firm, such as choosing a niche, naming your firm, search engine optimization, internet marketing, leadership, mindset, and more. That stuff is all obviously extremely important to your success, so make sure you get a handle on that as well. I've also got Law Firm Confidential, a members-only site dedicated to starting and building a successful law firm, and the Inner Circle, an exclusive mastermind group for lawyers wanting to take their firm to the next level. Details on that at lawfirmmarketingmastery.com, or just give me a call or even email me at chris@lawfirmmarketingmastery.com, and I'll tell you exactly what you need to know to get started with that. I'm looking forward to meeting all of you here at Law Firm Marketing Mastery. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Law Firm Marketing Mastery. As always, I'm your host, Christopher Small, and today I am excited to talk to you about something that I think a lot of you probably want to know about, and that's what would I do if I had to start it all over again? And I know I've done a post like this before, but this is a reader question, and I wanted to actually take a little bit more time. I actually made a list, thought about it, backed it up, and I'm going to share all that with you today. So without further ado, let's get going. Okay, so before I begin, I have a couple of announcements, a little housekeeping that we need to take care of. First thing is I want to remind you that, I put together this PDF, this infographic / free report, depends on how you want to look at it, but it's really my Be Everywhere philosophy. Okay, it's something free that I'm giving away, and it shows you how I take one piece of content, basically how I start my whole content generation process, how I take one thing and I can leverage it many, 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 many different ways, okay? And I'm giving that away for free. If you want to get that, you can just go to lawfirmmarketingmastery.com/be everywhere, okay? And you can get that. It's a cool thing I put together. That's awesome. I really like it, and the people that have gotten it so far, I've had a bunch of great feedback, so go check that out. The second thing I want to talk about is the big news here on the podcast. By the way, this is episode number 80, and I'm creeping up on that 100 mark, and I'm going to get there a lot faster to 100 because I have decided to turn this podcast from a once-a-week phenomenon into a twice-a-week phenomenon. And I'm going to I'm going to break it up into there'll be two sort of different styles of podcast each week. Once a week will be longer form. That's what this one is. It's going to be longer. I'm going to release those typically late Sunday night. Also going to try to really ramp up the interviews. And I'm going to have a lot more interviews here, a lot more people on here that can, that have a lot of cooler stuff to say than I do, So that's going to be one. And then like on Thursday, I picked Thursday as the day that I'm going to do like an Ask Chris session. So this will be the times when you can ask me short questions. I'm going to answer one or two a week there, and I'm going to release that at that time too. So if you have questions, email me, chris@lawfirmmarketingmastery.com. You can ask me on Twitter, @csmall. You can ask me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/lawfirmmarketingmastery. You can join, like the page, ask questions there. You can ask me questions wherever you want. But that's another thing that I wanted to get into. I've seen some other people really use that to the advantage of their listeners, and I want to offer that to you, okay? Because I know you guys have a lot of questions out there. So if you're listening right now, take 5 seconds, follow me on Twitter, or shoot me an email. Let me know what your question is. And by the way, there are no questions that are too dumb, okay? You can ask me whatever you want to know. I will answer that, okay? I will answer that question. That's my promise to you. And the third thing is, too, that I'm going to be ramping up. Well, I'm not even ramping up. I'm just kind of changing the style of my I have a weekly newsletter that goes out. A lot of you are on that. And if you're not, then you're kind of missing out, to be honest, because there's some great information on there. In the past, what I would kind of do is sort of send out emails talking about latest podcast episodes and things like that. But what I've decided I'm going to do is I'm going to change that up, and my email every week is going to be its own sort of form of content. Okay, so it's not just going to be an email about, hey, go check out the podcast. There may be a link to the podcast in there, but it's going to be it's going to be different. Okay, it's going to be its own unique content. It's going to be little secrets, little things that I use to get ahead. I want to share those with you. Okay, and I want to share those with the people that take the time to sort of raise their hand and say that I'm out here and I'm interested. So if you want to, if you're on the newsletter already, congratulations, that's cool. Thank you. If you are not, you can just go to lawfirmmarketingmastery.com/newsletter, and you can join up right there. Okay, super easy. All right, those are all the announcements I have. Now let's dive into this content. So I had a gentleman email me. His name is Wayne. Wayne says, "Hi Chris, thank you for all you do to help us budding entrepreneurs and law firm owners navigate the business side of the practice. My question to you is, if you had $5,000 to start a law firm today, how would you allocate your resources?" And that's a pretty good question. So I'm going to answer it for you. I'm going to answer it for you right now. And basically, I came up with pretty much sort of 20 things that I would do right now to get started, and I didn't even get to the $5,000 month or $5,000 mark, which means you can use this stuff and probably get a couple 2-3 months out of your money without running out of your 5,000. That would be making zero money, which if you use the things that I say, you'll make money like pretty much right away as soon as you get out there and do this stuff. Okay, so I mean, why not? Let's just dive right in. Actually, and it's 19 things, because the first thing I wrote is, if you don't have or can't find $5,000, then you aren't trying hard enough. Okay, now starting a law firm is easy and it's hard at the same time. Okay, it's easy because you can do it. Anybody can do it. It's hard because you're going to have to confront a lot of roadblocks and a lot of challenges that are easy to get through, but are only easy to get through if you really want to go and push through them. All right. And hopefully that makes sense. But basically it's sort of like, I think about it like this. Let's say I told you, hey, you know what? See that building over there? There's $100,000 on top of that building. Okay. If you can get to it, you can have it. All right. Now, just think about the things that you would do to go and try to get that money. You probably scale the building. You do all kinds of weird stuff. You would do whatever it took to get there. That's kind of the same mindset that you need to have when you open a law firm. You have to understand that there are going to be times when you're going to be uncomfortable. There are times you're going to have to do things that you don't want to do. There are going to be times that you are going to have to prioritize your law firm over things that may be more fun. All right, here's a perfect example. Right now, I'm here recording this podcast episode, and a bunch of my buddies are out playing putt-putt. Okay, it's my buddy's birthday. He had a thing this morning, and then they're gonna go play putt-putt this afternoon. I said, hey, you know what? I'm going this morning, but I can't go this afternoon because I got to go work. I need to go and I need to do this stuff, right? And for me, it's six of one, half dozen of another. Okay. Because I like this stuff. I understand that this is pushing me towards my ultimate goals. And you have to understand the same things too. Okay, so when it comes to this 5K, this $5,000, you need to find a yes. Okay, you need to find a way to get there. There's a cajillion different ways that you can get there, okay? You can use credit cards. All right, just go sign up for a credit card. All right, if you no matter who you are, you should be able to get $5,000 worth of credit. I mean, pretty much. All right. You can borrow it. All right. That's what I did. I probably had the 5K on credit. I know I did. But I went to my brother-in-law. I said, hey, buddy, can I borrow 5Gs? And I will pay you back $500 a month until it's paid back. I'll pay you back faster if I can. And I'll pay you like 6 or something total. Okay, so he makes a little money on the back end. He didn't, this wasn't a business loan for him, so he wasn't really worried about interest or anything. But I asked him, he said, yeah, no problem. He wrote me a check and boom, that was it. It was in my account, done. So, think about who you can ask to borrow some money from, give them terms or whatever they want, make it a true loan and know that you're going to pay them back and set that up. Just go do it. Look, if you want to have the money, then you will find the money. That's basically the way that it works. Okay, now that we're past that part, now that you have this 5K in your hands, in your bank account or on your credit card or wherever, then now it's time to get started. Okay, first thing I would do is I would get a website. All right, that's what everybody needs. That's gonna immediately provide you with some street cred. You look real. When people Google you, they'll find you, and that's an easy way to build your reputation, build expertise, build raving fans, build trust. All these things can come from your website. Okay, it's an easy way to reach everybody, and it's number one. Okay, with the blog. Okay, just this is maybe a topic for later, but there's this whole discussion on whether or not to have your blog on your website or off. I say just keep it on. Okay, keep it as a part of your website. Just set up a section as a blog that people can go to and see all your posts. And I'll tell you how to do that in a second. So your website, for the URL, for example, we're emeraldcitylawgroup.com. That's your URL. It's going to cost you like $12.95 for the year. Okay, you can buy 1 or 2 years in advance if you want. For now, since you're on a budget, just buy 1 year. Okay, then you're going to go Google 2014 free WordPress themes. Okay, go through there, find a WordPress theme that you like. Just pick one. Okay, write it down. Write down what it is. You're going to need hosting. Okay, you're going to need your website's going to be hosting. It's sort of like you're renting office space. It's like what hosting is like. Okay, you're renting space for your website on the internet. That's going to be like $9.95 a month. You can use HostGator or Bluehost. I would probably lean toward Bluehost. Okay, there'll be links to these, but all this stuff, by the way, in the post in the post for this podcast, it's lawfirmmarketingmastery.com/80. All right. And then the last thing that you want to do is you're going to want to get a design. Okay. The cool thing about this is with the WordPress theme that you buy, the one that you pick that you like, pick one that has pretty much the same layout that you want. That's going to really drive down your design costs. Okay. Then you can go to Elance or Odesk, pay like $150 is what I would call it, to have someone help you design your post. This is where you're going to make sure that the nav bar says the things that you wanted to say. If you have pictures, they're going to put them where you wanted to put them. If they're, we're going to talk about an email list here in a second. You're going to want to have them put an opt-in section on your website in the sidebar, or even a pop-up or something like that. This is what you're going to have these guys do. Okay, $150 is going to save you about 100 hours of work. Okay, because when you want to move your picture to the right an inch, it's going to take you 10 hours. It's going to take the design people 10 minutes. Okay, so $150 for that. So right now we're at $172.95, roughly. So that's number one. Let's take a quick time out for a sec. I'm sure there are a ton of you out there thinking, yeah, this all sounds great, but how do I actually do this stuff? How do I implement it? Let me introduce you to a program I've created called Law Firm Confidential. Law Firm Confidential is about one thing: results. I've unlocked the secrets of my success in step-by-step how-to fashion so you can see the results with your firm that you know you deserve. And if you're just starting out, what I've created is the best how to start a law firm program around. Don't sit around and let your life pass you by. Go to lawfirmmarketingmastery.com/confidential today to find out how you can create the law firm of your dreams. Now, back to the good stuff. The number two thing you're going to do is going to start an email list. All right. This email list is going to be comprised of your network, everybody that you know already, and everybody that you're going to meet in the future with all these things that you're going to do here in a little bit. Use MailChimp. Okay. MailChimp is $0 for like the first 200 people or something, maybe even more than that. It's free. All right. Why I would recommend MailChimp over something like Aweber for your list is that you can import subscribers into MailChimp without having them opt in. Okay, don't worry about why that's important or why not. Just trust me that when you meet somebody at a networking event or you meet somebody on the street and you get their business card and you want to add them to your list, you can do it much easier with MailChimp than you can with Aweber. Okay, and it's free to start. Otherwise, and then once you go out, it's going to be like $10 a month, I think, maybe when you start doing some of the things that I would recommend over time. For now, $0 is fine. Once you get MailChimp, then through MailChimp, you're going to create an opt-in on your website. That's going to be, again, $0. You can import that into your design. And maybe, look, we can call it $10 a month because you're going to want to have an autoresponder set up eventually. So we'll call it $10 a month. So right now you're at $182.95. That's the money that you're out. You have a website set up. You have an email opt-in. You have an email list that you can use. You have a blog. And your design looks baller. Okay. I can tell you, for example, using this exact strategy, okay, I want you to go to emeraldcityholidayproject.com. Okay. emeraldcityholidayproject.com. That is a site that we decided that we're going to do some charity stuff this year and moving forward forever. And that's the site that I built, and literally I use this exact method. Okay. There's no way I spent more money than this. And that's the kind of product that you can get. Yes, and let me give you a caveat. Yes, as the links, as you click around on some of the links, they don't work. Okay. The content has not all been built out yet. That's where your sweat equity comes in. Okay. You got to do the pages. The fourth thing I would do, I would create a free PDF, 10 ways to blank. Okay. This is going to be part of your opt-in, something that you're going to give away to people so that they will give you their name and email address, and you can start having a conversation with them. This is free also. So a free PDF. It doesn't even have to be you can even use some of your $150 design budget for the website to have somebody make this look pretty for you, this PDF. All right. That's also free. 5, office space. Okay. $500. This gets you an office and a shared conference room. Okay. For your office, you could this just needs to be an internal office space with no windows. Doesn't even need a door. If you have the shared conference room, doesn't even need a door. It just needs to be relatively quiet, a place where you can go and sit down, put your music on, and open your computer and do work. All right. This place is your sanctuary for getting the job done. There's no distractions. There's nothing. Nothing for you to do except get to work. Okay. For $500, you should be able to do that. Now you can work from home. You can work in a coffee shop. You can do all this other stuff. But I've tried that. Okay. I've done it more than tried it. I've actually done it. For me, at least, there's too many distractions. Okay, there's too many things to look at. There's too much noise. There's too many people moving around. I like to be able to sit down and just focus and get to work. I like to get lost in what I'm doing. And the easiest way to do that is to get some office space, okay? So do that. That's $500, okay? Shared conference room, office space, that's it. You don't need a receptionist. You don't need any of this other stuff. We're going to take care of that later, okay? You're going to be answering your phones on your own for a while, like I did, okay? I answered my own phone for like 18 months. First 18 months I was open, it was just me, no help. So right now, with that, we are at $682.95 spent so far. Okay, next thing you need, computer, right? I put laptop or Surface Pro. This is Microsoft. If you want to go Mac, it's up to you, okay? I like Microsoft products for my office because I just do. Okay. I don't get the Mac stuff for what we do. I think you're paying extra for the marketing, right? For the feeling of carrying around a Mac, but it's up to you. Otherwise, double that, right? You'd be at $2,000. The reason I say Surface Pro is because Surface Pro, I don't have one. I would love to get one. In my next purchase after this laptop of mine burns out will be one. But what you can do with the Surface Pro, it's sort of like an iPad in a laptop all combined, but it's much lighter, it's much smaller, and it's cooler. I mean, basically, it's cooler. So you can use all that for one. And the reason I like that is because if you're going to court, if you're going on meetings and stuff like that, let's say you take the time and you have a meeting set up somewhere and you go and they don't show up. Well, you know what? Then you can do some work while you're waiting. You know, you can just flip that thing open, boom, get to work. It's got a keyboard right with it, everything. You can knock it out. $1,000. The next thing, number 6 is a phone. Okay, $300. Right? You're gonna want to get a smartphone, iPhone, whatever, Nexus, whatever you like. Get that thing. Make sure it has a good camera. Okay, that's important, and that's important. We'll talk about that next. Then you want to get a plan, right? You want to have a good data plan. Don't skimp here. Okay, you want to be able to open your phone and not worry about that you're using data. Okay, so I put $100 for the data plan or for the phone plan. You can get unlimited text. You can get unlimited phone calls. And then you can go get like 10 gigs of data probably for $100. They're killer with the plans right now. Okay, so I'll catch us up to where we're at in a minute. After that, you want to get a mic and a tripod. Okay, the mic that I would suggest that you get is Audio Technica 88R or something like that. It's a wireless lavalier mic, and you're gonna really enjoy that because you're going to be recording videos for your blog, for your podcast that you're going to make for some other things too. So you want the tripod because then you can set your phone up on it. Obviously, it's going to be your camera. So you can set that up. You can do it all at once. I put $140 for that. The mic is like $120. I think the tripod's going to be like $20. Okay. The next thing is going to be happy hour, $200. Okay. You're going to kick your firm off with the happy hour. You're going to buy everybody drinks and food. And the people that you're going to invite to this happy hour are going to be all of your potential referral sources. So if you're a criminal defense attorney, you're going to hit up the bail bonds people. Okay, you're going to hit up maybe some other immigration attorneys or some other, that's about it. Okay, I would just focus on the bail bondsman. Hit every bail bonds company, invite them all to happy hour, and buy them drinks, get to know them. Let them know who you are. Let them know, hey, you know what? I'm just looking for, just give me a chance. Give me 1 or 2 cases. That's all I'm asking for. All right, $200. Next is going to be sales calls. Okay, so before and during and after you have your happy hour, you're going to be having sales calls too. So this may be individual meetings with bail bondsmen. This may be individual meetings with immigration attorneys, bankruptcy attorneys, family law attorneys. Did I say that? I don't think so. But anybody that could be a potential referral source for you. If you're an estate planner, obviously it's going to be accountants, it's going to be financial planners, real estate agents, doctors, pediatricians, right? When you have babies, think about all the times that people may need you and think about who those people are that can refer you business. Insurance agents. If you're a PI attorney, personal injury attorney, it's going to be chiropractors, it's going to be insurance agents, it's going to be acupuncturists, it's going to be massage therapists, it's going to be doctors potentially, right? All these people. You're going to start calling them up and you're just going to start hanging out with them. You start meeting them. You're going to introduce yourself, find out who they are, find out what they like, learn about their business, learn about how you can help them. And then, I put free because these really literally can be free. At max, they're going to be $10 a piece. You can add as much in there as you want because you're going to see we're going to have some cash left over at the end. But you need to be getting out there and meeting people. All right, everyone. Now I want to take another time out for a sec. A lot of people think the Law Firm Marketing Mastery training programs are just about making money, and honestly, yeah, there's a lot of that. Spend some time with me and you're definitely going to be making more money. But there's so much more to it than just making money. It's important to be rich and have a great life too. I want you to be great at work, great at home, great with your friends and family. I want you to step it up everywhere. I want you to get results with your life, not just with your business. And the results are real. I've had many conversations with members who are experiencing big time success. If you're listening to Law Firm Marketing Mastery, you are the type of person who's already interested in improving themselves. There's a lot of options out there today, and I think you have already decided. If you want to check out your options for improving your business and living the life of your dreams, check out lawfirmmarketingmastery.com/confidential. Hope to hear from you soon. Enjoy the rest of the show. Next thing I have is a printer. Okay, $100. Just buy something that works, that prints. Okay. You don't need a copier. You don't need a fax. We're going to get to that. Next thing is a scanner, another $100. Okay, scan everything in. From there, you can print copies, you can fax, you can look everything up, you can do whatever you want. Okay, So far the total is worth $2,622.95. 2622.95. Okay, add it up. So as you can see, we're doing pretty well, and we still have some cash in the bank. All right, and with all these things, with the sales calls, with the happy hours, with that kind of stuff, we're already hopefully making some money. Okay, we already got the phone is ringing at least. Next thing is one nice suit. Okay, you need to be looking sharp when you have client meetings, when you go out on these sales calls. You need to look like you have your stuff together. All right, so just buy one nice suit and then buy like 6 ties or something. You wear the same suit over and over and over again. No one's gonna ever know except for you. Okay, I put $500 for this. You can do that. Make sure it fits good too. Okay, don't just go like to I don't know, someplace and buy some crappy suit that doesn't fit you right. Take the time, and you can just do this too. Look, go to Nordstrom. All right, you're not going to buy the suit at Nordstrom. Talk to the sales agent. All right, have them deck you out with the right suit. They'll measure you. They'll fit you up. They'll tell you what's good. Write all that stuff down. Then go someplace else that's cheaper and buy yourself a suit. Okay, but spend the money. Look nice. When you look nice, you're gonna act better. You're gonna feel better. People are gonna treat you better. They shouldn't, but they will. Next thing, Google Voice number. That's free. All right. This is the number that is going to forward to your cell phone. Okay. It's going to tell you whenever you have a work call so you can answer the phone in the appropriate manner. Thank you for calling Emerald City Law Group. This is Chris. How may I help you? Every time the phone rolls in, boom, you answer it, set them up. Next thing, eFax. Okay. This is your electronic fax. You don't have to use eFax. I think we use Ring Central, which is part of our phone program now. $11.95 a month. Boom. LLC, $200. Okay. You want to set the LLC up. This is going to force you to separate your business money from your personal money. It's something that you just need to do anyway. So set the LLC up, $200. Once you have the LLC up, then you go set bank accounts up in your firm name. All right. And all your money, all your expenses, everything related to the firm rolls through the firm bank accounts and not yours. Okay. That's $0 too to set those up. If somebody wants to charge you to set up a bank account, go someplace else and pick someplace local too. They're going to treat you better when you want to get a line of credit in the future. If you want to, they're going to have that for you. Stick with the small guys. They'll treat you right. After that, we have a print brochure. Okay. This is going to be your entree into some of your sales calls, some of your meetings. Okay. I put $200 to design and print. Right now I'm creating a brochure. It's going to cost me $100. We'll spend $100 and we'll print 100, and then we'll take them around and deliver them. And then we'll just continue to check in on people week after week, month after month, until they start sending us business. Okay. So the print brochure is something that you want. $100. Again, you can go to Elance. That's what I did. So, or Odesk. So you take those guys I referred to earlier. You can find these people there as well. Then the next thing you want to do is a subscription to Libsyn.com, Libsyn.com. This is going to be for your podcasting. Okay, they're going to host your podcasts, and this is we'll have to get into the details at a later time because we're already 25 minutes in. But when you make your videos you can host on YouTube. The podcast though you want to do on Libsyn. Okay, it costs like $7 a month. Okay, so it's super cheap. And then the last thing, and the last thing that you want to do is you want to get a membership to Law Firm Confidential, right? That's my membership site. If you don't get a membership to my site, and this is the $97 a month option, not the $47 a month option, okay? If you want to take your firm, if you want to be successful, you need a coach, you need a mentor, you need a community of people that are going to help you. They're going to push you. They're going to support you. They're going to celebrate your success. They are going to pick you up when you fail. Okay. That's what I offer at Law Firm Confidential. And the reason I say the $97 a month one versus the $47 a month one is because with the $97 a month, you get access to the coaching calls once a month. So once a month I go on for an hour. I talk about something in particular. Once a quarter, one of those is just a live Q&A. It's an opportunity to get feedback from me, from the group, get to ask questions, get feedback, and you get to learn about something specific in addition to everything that's behind the site. Okay. So, for example, all the stuff I talk about there's a new course that I'm coming out with right now, the Be Everywhere course, that is going to tell you how to start a podcast, how to get your videos on YouTube, how to use social media. It's going to tell you to do all this stuff. Okay. And at $97 a month, it's a bargain, right? It's a bargain for the community that you get too. We have a private Facebook group. So there's a bunch of bonuses, all kinds of cool stuff in there. So you want to do that. And look, if you don't want to do it with me, that's fine. I don't care. Go find somebody else that will help you out. Go find another coach. Go find another mentor. But you got to find somebody that's going to give it to you straight. That's going to teach you. That's going to not just be nice, right? Because you need tough love sometimes, and I'm here to give it to you, I guess, basically. So at that, we're at $3,541.90, basically. And my math might be off a little bit. So you're at $3,600, basically. Let's call it that. So that leaves you $1,400 left to make it to the next month. Because you're gonna have $500 to pay for rent. There's a couple of other subscriptions, so let's call it maybe $600. So you're gonna have at least 2 more months of expenses off of that. So if you make $0 at that point, your firm is still gonna be open after 3 months. Okay, and if you do this stuff and you're at $0 still, then we need to talk. Okay, because you're not doing something right. All right, because it's not that hard to have a successful law firm. It's not that hard to start a successful law firm, as long as you get out there and do the work that you need to do to get started. Okay, so that's it, man. That's my quick and dirty 5K law firm startup. Wayne, I hope this helped you out. I hope this helped everybody else out too. Again, as always, if you have questions, I would appreciate you email me, chris@lawfirmmarketingmastery.com. You can talk to me on Twitter. You can talk to me on Facebook. You can talk to me wherever you can find me. Basically, you can call me too. I'll give you my phone number, 206. This is the firm phone number. You call the firm, 206-973-0407, and just ask for me. You're going to have to set up a time to talk to me, but tell my assistant what you're calling about. We'll put you on the calendar and I'll talk to you. One other thing too. Like I said, I'm not going to really be talking on the email list as much about these podcast episodes. So if you don't want to miss an episode on your phone, there are podcast apps that you can download that will refresh automatically every time there's a new episode. So I would encourage you to get one of those apps, find my podcast, and subscribe to it. That way you won't miss a podcast. You won't miss a beat. And you're going to want to hang on to these, right? Because I'm doing 2 a month or 2 a week now. I'm sorry. And they're going to be awesome. So you're going to want the podcast. You want the emails. You want it all. Because this is free right now. Think about the value that you've just gotten today. All right. I just told you to start your law firm for $5K. Really for $36K. Okay. That is it for today. I appreciate you. I appreciate your listening. Good luck to you. I wish you the best. Go out there and kick butt. Make some money. Get some happy clients. Live the life of your dreams. Okay. See you on Thursday. Bye. Special thanks to you guys for listening. Show feedback and get suggestions. I rely on you all to keep my finger on the pulse. So if you know someone that is a good fit for the show, let me know. Chris@lawfirmmarketingmastery.com, and of course, Law Firm Confidential details there as well. Go ahead and email or call me honestly. That's the best way to get in touch, and I'll give you everything you need to know about my programs. If you're listening but aren't subscribed in iTunes or Stitcher, go ahead and make the change there, because getting your shows delivered free to your phone or computer while you sleep is the best way to make sure you don't miss anything. Just go to iTunes or Stitcher and search for Law Firm Marketing Mastery. That's it. And if you want to write me a nice review, I'll love you forever there as well, because it helps other people find me, and it's really important to keep my show ranks up. So tell your friends, because the greatest compliment you can give us is a referral to someone else, either in person or shared on the web. So have a great week. Go out there and take care of business, and know that the work you put in today is going to pay off 10 times over tomorrow.